his name was Austin. I fell in love with her that day, but Austin always got his way, so I stayed back, said take care of her, please.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Austin, I guess he took care of
He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. It's the Cards and the Commanders next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world.
Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage are so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Murray going to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dorrance Armstrong. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Murray a give. This is counter. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now this incomplete, and I don't see any flags coming out. He was clearly in the pocket, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, and that brings up 4th down. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So the Commanders make their way out on offense for the first time here, and it's the rookie Jaden Daniels, the #2 overall pick, leading the way.
And when you watch him play, you see even early in his NFL career, he's a guy who has the ability to change a game with his legs, and that's really important early on to understand who he is. And his coaching staff, they do. I think they're going to let him freewheel it a bit out there because they know how difficult it is for defenses to try and keep him hemmed in.
And a nice job there skipping away from the 1 tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. 2nd down. Now 2nd and 5. Daniels looking to throw. Flush to his right. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now Daniels. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, if nothing else, they were able to pick up 1 first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line, but not much happening after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. They run behind center with Connor. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Cardinals hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. But you look at this defense. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Connor up the middle. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. To the air goes Daniels. Open man is Noah Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 36. The slot man in motion right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And they'll... down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like...
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Robinson on a give right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Murray now. Able to find Gray here. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Murray now running left off the option. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Here's a handoff to Connor. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll run. Here's the former Seminole. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That good for 19 and a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Murray. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
That's multiple times now he's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
On first down, it's Benson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Throwing now is Murray. Touchdown! Josh Oliver, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they'd love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good, and the lead grows to 10-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. They go play action. Daniels. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Throwing now is Daniels. And that one too wide and incomplete. You look at this Arizona defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulent.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Zaven Collins from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. To throw is Daniels. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Cardinals offense and Kyler Murray headed back out onto the field. And this defense has got to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in this first half that's really giving him fits. Over the middle, complete. It's Benson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Kyler going to give this to Benson. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Trey Benson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Ryland for the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Washington ready to try again on offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
you
down.
don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
And that is incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Here's Daniels. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Cardinals offense and running back Trey Benson headed back onto the field. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play, because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
On the handoff, Benson running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Murray. They'll roll him out right. Down the right sideline. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They run over center with Benson. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Cardinals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They run it here with Oliver. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Benson is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. And the Washington offense heading out. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Now 2nd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They begin on the ground here with Connor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Murray back near his goal line. He's got the rookie. That's Marvin Harrison Jr. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are. You know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
To throw, it's Murray. Got his man, it's Dortch. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now Murray. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Now Murray off play action, sliding out of the pocket. It's brought in by Wilson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the gun, a give to Connor. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Now 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Cardinal... Third quarter action. This offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. Murray now to throw. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the 3rd quarter. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Another drive coming up. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. This is Connor running right, and he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
From the gun, Murray. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up fourth. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking, but understanding clock management here on out.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Murray and company going for it on fourth. That's caught left side by the tight end, Gray. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the handoff, Connor to about the 35, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Murray a give. This is Connor. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On the draw, Connor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A give running right is Connor. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner with career touchdown number 70. And the Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. The drive will start with Connor, and nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Connor going to get it again on second down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. And they're going to speed things up here. To throw is Murray. And that is incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the fourth, Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result, this is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Murray going to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Connor up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. They run behind center with Connor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. They'll try to run for it with Benson. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 138 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Here's a handoff to Connor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 15-yard line.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
At the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 1 yard. Brings up 4th down and 1.
They're going to run. Here's Connor. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They'll run with Benson. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
A gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 4-yard line.
He'll try again. And not a whole lot there as he'll get him down at about the 2. Call it a gain of 1 yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Connor is in. Touchdown, Arizona. And that So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. They begin on the ground here with Connor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Again, it's Connor. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly...
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll see James Conner. Your stand...
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Well, the 49ers getting ready to go on offense, and it's the Pro Bowler Brock Purdy at the helm in his third NFL season now out of Iowa State.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Purdy. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. You look at this Arizona defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Purdy. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Juwan Jennings, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. 7-0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cardinals offense heading out, and they do so behind Kyler Murray, their dynamic quarterback in his 6th season now from Oklahoma.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week, so keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
Here's Murray. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is he still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat, like the guys
I like
beyond that circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Murray now. Throw out wide is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. Skirts by him at the 35. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start by running the option to the right. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
You look at this Arizona defense.
They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking out the #1 overall offense in the league.
Here's 3rd and 3. Throwing here, Purdy. That is caught. He's got a first and maybe more.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Now Purdy. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Dayon Henley
Able to record his 5th sack of the season. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the 1st quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
We'll see if they do that.
got a man. That's Ayuk.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Cards are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
After the turnover, here's Murray.
He'll get this to Connor underneath.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. First carry for James Conner.
And Connor going to pick up a Cardinals first down as the tackle made right at the 30-yard line. The Cardinals in a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And let's remember that last week that this offense, they played about as well as they possibly could play. Touchdown.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Screen pass to Connor. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Throwing now is Murray. Dances by him, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Pretty good job escaping the pressure, gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good... And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Purdy looking to throw. Eluding now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Aleem McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him. Charles, a nice play there, wasting no time making his presence felt for this defense.
And you know, we heard the same conversation around the league. A lot of people were surprised that he was available, and they let him go, and now he's going to make a big-time impact with his new squad.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return, Dortch. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a... So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Murray a give. This is Connor. The numbers there for Connor in last week's game. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Play fake, Murray. Flushed out right. That is caught downfield by Harrison. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Connor. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later. Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since the Friday night light games in high school. There's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Shaliver from 10 yards out. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. He'll start the drive with a give to Connor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Ball on the 39. Here's second down and a yard. Again, a run with Connor. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And this will be swung out here for Connor. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Arizona.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. Making the catch, this is the tight end Oliver. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. They'll run here with Connor. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, it's Murray. To Connor on the check down. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Well, this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Murray now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And a fair catch called for and made just in. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They start the drive with Connor. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Murray. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. There's receiver Brandon Ayuk. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now Murray. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
He's going to let it go again. That is incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Sheds off the tackle, and he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The visitors' offense. Running back James Conner. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Murray going to throw. That's complete to his running back, Conner. And Conner going to pick up a Cardinals first down as he'll get this up past the 40. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. There's a short one caught by Ryman. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's got a man, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Michael Wilson, 47. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Wilson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Conner. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Shotgun now from Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Pass complete there to Harrison. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Play action. Now it's Murray. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. Steps away to his left. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 33. From the gun, Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again, Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game, and a 1st down on that last catch as well. Here's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr., his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Cardinals get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time,
well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner. He scored on the ground and through the... Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 37. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.